Hey everyone, it's your favorite sports kid here. It's Tuesday, March 10th, 2026, and thanks for tuning in to this week's podcast, where we're coming to you live from sunny Florida. The Lions have continued making moves this week, and I'm not too happy with them. Tune into this week's episode to hear my thoughts. As always, I'm rolling out new episodes every week, so be sure to follow and subscribe so that you don't miss them. Thanks again, and enjoy the show.
This one is gonna fly! A 3-run home run! Kerry Carpenter!
They give it to Jameer. Big hole. There he goes down to the 20-yard line. Angling to the 15. Gone, baby! 5! End zone! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Way to the basket. Hooks on the run. He hits it. Pistons are back up there.
Pass over the line. Here's Kane on a change. He scores! He caught the Flyers changing. Patrick Kane with a shot inside the left goal post.
It's Williams in motion. Low snap. Melrose stopped. Michigan makes a stand and comes up with a milestone playoff victory.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm the Sports Kid, and this is my dad, and we are here to bring you the latest on Detroit sports and more. But we are in a new location.
Yeah, we are live tonight in a remote location. We're wearing T-shirts. We are currently outside.
Yes. You can't really see, but there's a pool behind us.
Yeah, we're on the pool deck right now.
Yes.
And it's hot. It's a little sweaty, actually.
Yeah, earlier it was like 87.
It was 92.
Really?
Yeah.
And humid.
But we are not complaining.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day. We are in sunny Florida.
Yes.
And we have our Detroit Tigers apparel on. Yes. We're down here for a little family vacation, but we are also planning on going to a spring training game Thursday.
Yes.
Against the Yankees. So looking forward to that. It is Tuesday, so we're coming to you a little bit later than we normally would come to you on a Monday night, but it's Tuesday night, obviously. We were preparing to travel yesterday and traveling today. So getting on here a little bit later than normal, 9:20, I guess.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to talk about. Episode number 59, Tuesday, March 10th. Emery, what do you got for us?
So we have got a great show for you today. As always, we're going to be talking about the Lions' new updates. And we're going to be talking about NCAA because we're kind of entering March Madness. We're going to talk about the
Big Ten championship.
Yes, and the Michigan versus Michigan State game. And we're also going to be discussing the latest NFL updates, as a lot has happened in the past, 2 days. So
A lot going on yesterday and today, that is for sure.
But first, as always, the recent scores and updates. So we are going to be doing the recent scores and updates. Should I just do it from today and yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can start with yesterday and bring it current.
So I don't have, because I don't know. I'm just going to say it. I don't know when it happened.
Yeah, technically, Emery did his notes and everything preparing for yesterday's show.
Yes.
So it's okay.
But I also have the ones that are current, too.
Okay.
So the Pistons lost to the Heat 121-110. And in that game, Cade Cunningham had 26 points and 10 assists, and Jalen Duren had 24 points and 5 rebounds. And they are, hold on, I don't know what the record is.
Well, and that was a 4-game
losing streak.
streak.
How would you say the longest losing streak that they've had?
Yeah, the longest. Yeah, that's the right way of saying it. But they're currently playing right now and kind of playing out of their minds.
Well, it's not saying much.
I mean, well, it's against the Nets. Isn't that who they lost to the other day?
We'll discuss that in a minute. 45.
They're up by almost 40 points.
It's the Nets. They're the worst team
That's
in the
how
NBA.
it should be, though.
Wait.
And the other day,
Okay.
they lost to the Nets.
So they are 45, soon to be 46 and 18.
Yes.
So they're doing very well. And then
They're still doing well, but the
Yes.
last 4 games, yeah.
they've just been off.
Yeah, they were just off. Taking a break the last couple days.
Yes. And then Michigan NCAA basketball beat MSU 90-80, and in that game, Yaxel Landenberg, I just need to say Landenberg had 27 points and 3 rebounds, and Merez Johnson Jr. had 18 points and 7 rebounds, and that game was exciting. Like,
It was a good game.
it was close, like the first. Well, you slept through most of it.
I slept through most of it.
Yeah.
I woke up for the good part.
He slept through like the first half.
It was a good day to take a
But
nap.
like the first half was boring. Well, it wasn't boring. It was just back and forth. And the second half, Michigan kind of pulled away.
Do you remember what your prediction was?
I had it down on a sticky note. You probably
I wrote it down.
okay.
So what was the final score of that game?
90-80. I think I said like 82-70.
So you had Michigan winning
Yeah.
89-74.
So that was pretty close.
That was really close. I mean,
Should have made bets on that.
you had them at 89. They had 90. State did score a few more points.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you had a 14-point win. They
In
won by
basketball,
10.
it's almost like really in any sport, it's kind of like impossible to guess what the score is going to be.
That was a pretty good guess.
Yeah. Basketball is hard because it's just so like fouls and everything. Like,
Right. It gets down to the last couple minutes or
Yeah.
minute. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. And then the Tigers lost to the Blue Jays 5-0. So there is absolutely no highlights from that. But I do want to kind of give a highlight, not a good highlight, but Tarek Skubel's pitching in the World Baseball Classic once.
I think he's done now.
Yeah, they'll never start him.
Yeah.
He's done. He's going back to spring
Yeah.
training.
That's cool. He said he had fun.
He's first pitch. He's like, "Yeah, playing in the big leagues now.
Yeah.
Home run."
Yeah. How about our Red Wings?
The Red Wings beat the Devils 3-0, and in that game, Mo Seider had 1 goal, 2 assists, 5 shots, and Van Riemsdyk had 1 goal and 1 assist. And for some reason, it like doesn't show me the
They're currently playing right now as well.
yes. I also have the current scores.
They are winning. Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Okay, they're up 3-2 over the Panthers,
Yes.
which is that's a pretty good team.
So they are
9 minutes left.
They're 36, 21-7.
That game the other day, they gave up, but
What against the the Wild or whatever?
I forget who it was. But
I don't know. But
Wings are winning. The Red Wings are winning.
So is the Pistons game over?
No.
Well, it's over, but it's not over.
2 minutes left in the third. They're up 102-65.
Oh, so it's over.
I mean, they're just
They're up by like 40.
balling out.
But it's against the Nets.
Doesn't matter. They should be scoring like that. We got a couple comments coming in. We have my mother saying, hey, guys. And we also have Michael Krieg says live from Florida. Yes, we are live from Florida, the Sunshine State. Stay tuned this week.
Yes.
Thursday, we are planning to go to spring training game against the Yankees.
Yeah, so we'll be pushing out content.
Yeah, we'll be
and then
doing some stuff from there.
Probably.
Yeah. So this will be our first spring training experience.
This would be like, yeah. Like Florida baseball is kind of different.
It's just different. It'll be fun.
Because it's Florida.
Yeah. It'll be sweet.
So, do you say we cover...
Hold on. We have a correction. Last week, we shared some false information.
We did?
Yes. About the Oxford basketball.
Oh.
So, I was a little confused about...
Did people comment on the thing?
No, nobody commented. Everybody believed us, which don't believe us.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're fake news.
Have you guys ever heard, don't listen to everything you heard on the internet?
Yeah, sometimes we share fake news, and we did not mean to. But last week, we shared about Oxford basketball team. And the reason, so we made the statement that that was the first district championship.
Now, we're going to act like we're being, like, making excuses, but, like, the post literally says, like, it's like, oh, we're district champs since... It's been 100 years. Like, it was 100 years.
Yeah, we made a statement that it was their first championship in 100 years. That's
where
not
they've
correct.
Won many.
They've apparently won many. The post that we had saw, that we read, that we got our information from, was kind of confusing the way that was worded.
Yes.
They shared a picture of 100 years ago.
Yes.
1926, and they said something along the lines of champions... Since champions 100 years ago, champions today, or something like that. And it was confusing.
Yeah.
So we thought, hey, that the way it was worded, that was their first championship in 100 years, but apparently not. So a little correction there. I wanted to make sure that we clear that up. And then the other thing I wanted to ask you about, we don't have the means to do screen sharing.
Yes.
But have you seen the video of this LA marathon runner? Have you heard about that?
No.
So I believe it was
LA marathon?
I believe it was the LA marathon. And I'm going to pull this up for you to see it.
Never heard of it.
So this dude won. Let me see if I can get it here. Internet is a little spotty here. So I don't know if it's going to...
But there's actually internet at this house.
There is internet here. So let me see if I can find it. So Nathan Martins. And if those of you listening or watching at home, check this out. If you haven't seen it yet, we can share it to our page, our story and stuff. This Nathan Martins, he came kind of out of nowhere and won it. Boom. So this other dude thought that he was winning.
And slowed way down.
Well, he was just way out ahead. And Nathan Martins kicked it into high gear. It was like the last, however long, if it was a half mile or something like that out. Just kicked it into high gear and came out and it was a photo finish. It was like 0.01 of a second for him to win. It was the closest margin in history.
2 minutes and 11, or 2 hours and 11 minutes.
Make sure you're in your mic. Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that guy just pushed, ended up winning. Boom. The other guy fell over because he thought he was going to hit the ribbon at the finish line, and Martin stole it from him. Now, I saw a video earlier. The dude that was second place there, he was way out ahead of everybody. And just a little bit earlier, he actually got diverted. So some lady was out there, and like running in front of him with the flag, and it almost like it distracted him, and he actually went off course for a minute, and this car was driving and stuff, and so he actually went off course and had to like come back and turn around.
So we would have 100%.
He would have won had that distraction and stuff not taken place, but it did.
That's just how the cookie crumbled.
Yeah, but that's a historic feat there.
Do you know what the fastest marathon ever is?
No.
I don't know the exact time, but I know it's like 1 hour and 90 minutes.
Really? That's pretty fast. So it was 2:11 for this guy, which is, pretty fast. You know how many miles?
It's like 26.
Yeah.
So it's like...
That's a lot of miles.
I don't even know how to do the math on that. So.
All right, we got our cousin, Andrew Grant. Love the new backdrop, boys. Andrew, we are live in a remote location.
Yes.
Couple hints. It is 80 degrees.
There's palm trees.
There's palm trees. You cannot see them. The backdrop is a swimming pool.
I'll give you another hint. No, it's not California.
No. So this will be the backdrop this week, and then next week we will be in a different location.
Yes.
So we'll have to figure out where
It
we're
might
gonna
even be... Well, it's not maybe. I don't know. It might be a better backdrop.
Maybe. It'd be sweet to do like a sunset live somewhere.
Yeah.
From the beach. What if we did it from the beach? Huh?
What are you going to get? 300-foot extension cord?
We'll find some power somewhere at a beach. All right. What else do you have? I know.
So should we talk Michigan basketball first? And then we can get into the Lions and the NFL.
Cody says it looks like a great deer blind. The deer down here are a lot smaller than what we've got back at home.
They have deer here?
Yeah. They do have turkeys, and I was kind of thinking about...
What's the one thing called where you challenge?
The Grand Slam.
Yeah.
North American Grand Slam, yeah. Got to get an Osceola. They got Osceolas. Andrew said, proud of you both. Y'all deserve some warm weather. Appreciate it. Yes, this is should be a nice little vacation.
Oh, wait. We didn't talk about our sponsor.
The Noxa?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can shout out the Noxa that brought us down here to Florida as well. Get it, the traveling podcast. Shout out to the Noxa, North Oakland Staffing Agency, for helping us out the past year. And by the way, we're inching closer to 1,000 downloads. I checked it a little bit earlier. We're only about 60 or 70 downloads away. So I bet in the next week, it might be there. Especially after this one, we got a big podcast, a lot to talk about.
We have
tonight.
a comment. Sports kids should wrestle a gator.
That would be sweet.
I mean, I am built different. I could.
We'll find some gators. I actually was considering it if we saw one. We'll just park the car and jump out.
Go in the Everglades, live from the Everglades.
I mean, they're not that fast. You just got to hold their head.
I could be like that one guy. Yoink.
Boop. Doesn't he say boop?
No, he goes.
Oh yeah, he goes
yoink, and then he goes boop, and then puts him back.
Let's take a quick break to shout out one of our awesome sponsors, the North Oakland Staffing Agency, or the NOXA for short. Whether you're a business looking for top talent or someone ready to take the next step in your career, the NOXA is here to help you grow to your potential. Born out of a true love for people, the North Oakland Staffing Agency serves Northern Oakland County, Michigan, and beyond, offering staffing, recruiting, internships, and consulting services. As a client, you'll get personalized attention, real understanding of your needs, and a team that won't stop until they find the right fit. So if you're ready to grow, visit thenoxa.com. That's THENOKSA.com, and take the next step with the staffing agency that puts people first. Now, back to the show. Yeah. And then while we're on the topic of shout outs, making sure to shout out the Vehicle City Sports Card shows coming up.
April 11th and the 12th.
Yeah, 1 month away. So stay tuned for that. They've got some cool athletes, Chris Chelios, Adam Oates, Herman Moore. They got the Steiner brothers, Eddie Murray they just announced as well. Kicker.
Who's that kicker?
So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a good show.
And then Detroit Sports Spectacular, they've dropped a ton of names on him.
Yeah, all the big names.
Like Barry Sanders is back.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs.
They're going to keep rolling out more names.
Yeah.
I'm sure. So yeah, that's that. Emery, I think we just need to dive into it. There's been a lot of...
The Lions?
Yeah. Or did you have something else?
Yeah, we don't really need to talk about Michigan basketball.
Well, Michigan basketball, we got the Big Ten championship this weekend, I believe.
Yes.
And rolling into March Madness next week. So, be cool. I mean, we can talk about it briefly.
Most likely going to be... I don't know. Like, something could always happen. Like, I don't want to jinx us, but, like, Michigan could lose in the first round or something, but they're not. But,
Stop it.
Like, unless that happens, we could very well play Michigan State 2 more times.
Yeah.
Play them in the Big Ten championship. And then, if the brackets are the same from last year, like, same, like, conference, how the conference lines up and whatever, then we could play Michigan State again, too.
Yeah. I would say stay tuned. Next week, we will go over the bracket.
Yes.
You will make your bracket selections next Monday. Sound good?
And yours. You have to make yours.
Yeah, mine. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing.
I mean, he loses every time.
I don't know what I'm doing. It's all guesswork.
I mean, I didn't want to say one year I was like almost had the best bracket in like my entire school.
Like 3 kids?
No, there was tons of people. It's the 1 year.
Oh.
I think I got like a ton of
Couple
people to
years
do
ago?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the last, I had Purdue winning it, and the annoying thing was that guy had UConn, but then he had a second bracket that was like just behind my one. So if UConn won or Purdue won, he still would have beat me. So, yeah.
It happens. No, I think we need to talk Detroit Lions. We need to get right into it. I want to play this, but we like...
Forward down the field.
Stop.
Yeah, we can't.
Forward.
Take it off the soundboard.
Forward down the field.
Are we going forward down the field, or are we going backwards?
We're going in one direction.
What direction?
The back streets.
So last week was big because we talked about David Montgomery, right?
Yeah. I mean,
And we said it was kind of the ending of an era. But I think the era is officially over. I don't know.
I think the Lions are just...
You think they're done?
Lions are going to be trash. We lost, like, my favorite player.
Who was your favorite player?
Well, he's not my favorite player, but he's, like, my favorite player, kind of. Like, Hutchinson's, like, my favorite player, like, on the field, but, like, Amik Robertson's, like, my favorite player.
Yeah.
Lost him. He went and joined the enemy.
One of your first big interviews, Amik Robertson.
Literally, he's a traitor.
He's not a traitor.
He went to the Commanders.
The Lions didn't sign
That's
him.
the team that took us out.
Yeah. Amik
He
is not a
broke
traitor.
his arm on that field trying to beat them.
He would, I think, would rather have stayed here. I think something is going on.
I'm
That
going to make a bold statement. Get rid of Dan Campbell.
you think it's
Like, I'm making such, like,
do you think it's an issue with Dan Campbell?
I don't like it.
I mean, I won't disagree with that.
I don't like Campbell. Get him out of here. We gambled on Campbell, and Campbell gambled, and now we're getting rid of him.
We talked about it last week. 2 years ago, there was hype. Talked about it the other day at the barbershop. They had an identity. This whole idea of grit, right? And it's gone. Like last year, you saw it slip away. There was no grit. There was no real identity. And now you're losing some of these guys that kind of made them who they were in a sense.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
I mean, think of who even...
Back to the...
So you got Graham Glasgow. Skipper.
Well,
Decker.
Skipper's different.
But I'm just saying, all these guys are gone. David Montgomery last week.
Yeah.
Who was it this week? Amik Robertson.
Amik Robertson. Alex Anzalone.
Okay.
Roy Lopez, which he's not. He's not the biggest name, but we still lost him.
He was good. I thought he filled in well last year.
He was fine.
Big one today.
You lost another one?
Khalif.
Oh yeah, Khalif Raymond. Lost him.
And I don't know 100%, but I'm pretty sure that him and St. Brown might have been rookies together.
Yeah.
And so St. Brown made a post today that like that was a huge blow to him because they were like locker buddies, started out in the league together.
Well, there goes Sun God.
So like think of it from these players' perspective, right? Like Gibbs losing St. Brown, or not St. Brown, Montgomery. You got St. Brown losing Khalif.
Yeah. And you have just, what was his one name? I don't know, one of our linebacker dudes or whatever who was friends with Anzalone. He's gone anyway.
Well, think of the defense. It's totally shook up. Yeah. You know, Amik gone. And he wasn't crazy. It's not like he was the best.
But he gave it everything he got.
Every play he's out there giving it everything he got. And I think he was good in the locker room.
Yeah.
And so
they're obviously...
It's like a total rebuild. It's kind of like a total rebuild.
It's not a rebuild. It's a total franchise collapsion.
Collapsion?
Yeah.
Now remember, let's back up.
It's collapsing
They
like the
do have
palace.
a better schedule, a little bit easier schedule next
I don't care what their schedule is. That means, yep, wave you. We don't need you. We're playing Atlanta.
Have they gotten any better so far?
They've gotten worse.
So you think they've gotten worse?
Yeah, who have we signed?
They got a center. They got Juice Scruggs.
Okay. We got, what's his name? I don't even know his name, and I know everyone's name. Cade Mays. Can someone raise their hand if you've ever heard of Cade Mays? Where's the crickets?
Where's the crickets? Here we go. People have heard of him.
Yeah, Carolina fans.
So Khalif goes to the Bears.
Yep, joining Ben Johnson.
Back, with Ben Johnson.
Yep, he'll do good because they're a good team. They have a good coach.
Let's look at what else is going on. Okay, here's breaking news, by the way. You'll never guess who the Lions have signed.
Max Crosby.
Quarterback. This is as of 2 hours ago.
I don't know, Geno Smith? Tua?
Teddy, high school football coach, champion, Bridgewater.
He's better than God.
They're bringing him back. Dude can't stay retired.
He never retired.
He retired, came back last. Did he come back last? No, he signed with somebody else, I thought.
Oh, he retired. Won a D2 or whatever.
High school football state championship in Florida.
Then he unretired.
I thought he signed with Tampa.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
He was Tampa's backup last year.
Right. Now he's coming back to Detroit. All right, so
that means we're
that's
Raven
big
Golf.
news. That's big news.
It's not like,
Well, because Kyle Allen left. He's gone.
it's Dan Campbell. Get him out of here.
Kyle Allen going to play with Josh Allen.
We need that Trump sound effect. Get him out of here.
So there's a lot of people that like Cade Mays, by the way. So I think we need to kind of hold off on our opinions there. And we're holding out that we got another big signing today that we'll talk about, but I'm trying to go back in time here.
We also got our
we got to hold off on that one.
we also got our new offensive coordinator,
So
Petzing or whatever. That was a while ago, but
who else did we get? So there's a couple.
well, we got
things.
Malcolm Rodriguez. We didn't get him.
Lopez went to Arizona.
We re-signed him.
Decker is officially released. Okay. They also signed offensive tackle Larry Borum
Why are we?
from the Dolphins. So who else here?
I want to. Why can't let's bring some hype to Detroit?
Cade Mays, hype.
No, I want big name athletes.
All right. Well, they brought a big name in today.
Who?
Isaiah Pacheco.
Could not disagree with you any less.
So let's see here. A couple comments. So
Yes.
Cody says Cade is better than Glasgow at center. Got to get the O-line going again. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a tackle and a center in the draft. Yeah, we got Pacheco as running back too. Dan Bilgram, hello. He says, I agree with Emery. Campbell has got to go.
Yep.
So
Get rid of him. Don't want him.
here's the only, I don't know. The Pacheco thing is interesting because he is a bigger name.
I don't like it.
Is there going to be, he already made a post today or something about
Gibbs is gonna want out.
about him and Gibbs teaming up, and
Gibbs is gonna want out.
is it going to cause conflict? Because Pacheco is has a similar run game, doesn't he? He's got wheels.
Yeah, Pacheco's just cocky.
Right.
He wants to be
he wants to be number one, I feel like.
Yeah.
And he also
I don't know,
has
it's
had
terrible.
some injuries.
Yeah. I don't know. I saw some post. I didn't save it, but it's breaking news, Lions signed Isaiah Pacheco. All the it's on Sleeper, so you know how people comment the emojis or whatever. There's 500 crying emojis. The comments, why?
Well, here's the why.
Someone's there goes Gibbs.
So, again, a lot of people are upset that Montgomery's gone. The reality with David Montgomery, he wanted out. And do we really know why people are saying, well, he didn't get enough touches?
Well, I don't think that's why.
I don't think that's why either. I don't.
I think
I believe he was content 2 years ago.
I think there was a reason why he didn't get as many touches that we don't know.
Could be. I think there was my opinion.
There is no reasons that there's no reason that okay, he didn't get he got way less touches than he did 2 years ago. But he was good 2 years ago. This year,
the big reason was money.
Yeah.
He wanted more money, which, okay, understandable. Guy wants to get paid more. Did he deserve more money? I don't know. Not based on last year's performance. I mean, again, even when he did touch the ball, again, flip side of the coin. Offensive line wasn't that great either.
But you also, I don't, we talked about the stats last week, and the stats talk to some extent, but it's what if his numbers aren't showing because he didn't want to? What was that guy's name? T.J. Hawkinson. Remember him? Mm-hmm. He played terrible on the Lions. Then he goes to the Vikings, balls out his first year there.
Right? No, I mean, there's truth to if the guys, and definitely towards the end of the season, you saw where those, for whatever reason, they did not care. There's no reason. I always go back to that Christmas Day game. That was the worst performance that we've seen in the last 3, 4, 5 years. Yeah. Because I don't think they cared. I think that was the game that just showed they didn't care.
Yeah.
Now they end up beating Chicago there that last game, which didn't matter at that point, but where were they at Again, some point this past year, I think a lot of it had to do with offensive coordinator stuff. Again,
No, it's Campbell.
they said that the guy, John Morton, came in and was yelling at the players or something for not producing. But I mean, it's kind of
Coach
his
gotta
role
go.
as the coach to come in. So I don't know. I think it was more to that. There's definitely issues, I think.
Yeah,
And now you're seeing, I don't want to say collapse.
it's a collapse. It's a collapse.
It feels like a collapse, kind of. I don't know. Maybe it's a rebuild. Maybe they shock everybody. Here's what we're looking at.
Well, I have a list of like 12 people that like we missed out on.
They missed out on some big people.
Don't worry, guys. We got Cade Mays.
They needed a center, and they got one. So I
We
think it's
needed
good news.
Linderbaum.
I think it's good news.
This I would have liked more.
Who's that?
We missed out on Kenneth Walker.
You're not going to sign another number one, and then,
What is Isaiah? He's literally a number one.
but he's a number two. And then again,
But he's no.
Gibbs is going to get paid when this year or next year. They're going to have to sign him this year.
What if you don't want to get signed?
If he doesn't want to get signed, then
He
there's
can
definitely
lose.
issues.
He can leave.
So do you want to talk? Because I got a list of the draft picks here too. I want to talk about, and then the Lions defense, kind of what they look like right now.
Yeah.
Why don't you run through your list of guys that you were upset about that you think that we should have picked up?
Okay. So this one, like we kind of said, Kenneth Walker. Probably weren't going to get him.
No, not
But-
a chance.
We could have gotten him. I'm like, this is just a list of people we could have gotten.
Okay, that made moves. Where did he go?
The Chiefs. So they pushed out Pacheco, left him to like. It's like he's
Yeah, they're done with Pacheco.
yeah. Trust me, in a year
So
or two we'll be done with him
we
too.
pick up the scraps. Okay.
Yep.
Now don't forget, isn't that kind of how we got David Montgomery? He was in the Bears. He didn't. I mean,
We got pushed out because of DeAndre Swift.
I think there's an issue with Montgomery. For him to get pushed out of the Bears, pushed out of Detroit. I don't know. Anyway, go on.
And then hold on, let me see something real quick.
What are you looking up?
So this says rumor, but I don't know if he's
Oh, Trey Henderson.
Hendrickson. But so the rumor is that the Bengals stud defensive end Trey Hendrickson is going to be a Cowboy. And they just got Trey Greenlaw from someone else. I don't know. But he's a stud too. So if they get him, they'll be good. And then again, we don't need him, but it's just NFL updates kind of. The Dolphins signed Malik Willis to a 3-year, $67.5 million deal.
And they're officially done with Tua.
Yeah, but they still have to pay him. Oh,
Yeah, it's the largest
dead cap charge.
payout
That's what they call
or
it.
something like that. Whatever, $90 million that they still have to pay
It's
him.
like $100 million.
Yeah,
It's like nuts.
that's crazy.
So like it's crazy that he's getting paid that money still, and whatever team he signs with is going to be paying him that money too. Not that money, but more money on top of that.
Yeah, the guy's getting paid.
Yeah. And then this is probably the biggest news. Biggest by far. Linderbaum is going to be a Raider. He signed a 3-year, $81 million deal with the Raiders.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now the Max Crosby thing, some breaking news there. Supposed to be going to the Ravens.
Yes.
But just earlier today or this afternoon,
The
evening,
trade fell out.
fell through. Ravens backed out due to was that a health,
Send him to Detroit. I mean,
some sort of health, what do they call it? A screening, health screening or something like that?
yeah, he probably failed his physical or something.
Yeah, some physical.
But like, kind of,
He doesn't want to come to Detroit.
He doesn't want to come to Detroit. Amik said that. It was like Amik, actually in our interview, like Amik said that his favorite teammate that he's ever played with was Max Crosby.
Yeah, they're buddies still.
Yeah. He's said that he doesn't want to go there. And
now with Amik being gone.
Well, yeah, he has no reason to go there anyways.
Right.
But I would bet money it's because Amik has said stuff that goes on. And Max Crosby doesn't want to be a part of it.
Maybe.
And then, did you hear this? Minka Fitzpatrick. So, I forget. Oh, yes, I know what happened. So, he was on the Steelers. They had him for, I think, since he was a rookie. But I could be wrong. And they traded him to the Dolphins for Jalen Ramsey. The stud safety.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then he was a Dolphin. Okay. So he played 1 year. I think got injured, didn't perform that well. He's now traded to the Jets. Traded to the Jets for the 2026 7th-round pick from the Chargers. They traded him for a 7th-round pick. And then the Jets will sign Fitzpatrick to a 3-year, $40 million deal.
That's wild.
And they traded him for a 7th-round pick. So, I mean...
It's crazy.
And then, actually, this could be bigger news than the Linderbaum. Mike Evans is a San Francisco 49er.
The Niners are getting stacked.
It's kind of crazy.
They're trying to keep winning.
That's the... Yeah.
They want to win.
That's the thing. Like, it's because it was breaking news when he said out of nowhere, he's like, "Yeah, I'm not playing for this team anymore." He's like, "I'm gonna test free agency." Literally, what he said.
Yeah. So last week we played the audio of David Montgomery. I want to read. This is from Alex Anzalone. So it is, again, ending of an era in a sense. You've got Anzalone gone. A lot of these players that we kind of come to love the last few years leaving us. So this is a letter that he published. Dear Detroit, putting these words together feels heavy, but also full of gratitude. 5 years ago, when I joined the Lions, I had no idea how much this city would shape not just my career, but our entire family's life. Detroit embraced us from day one, and it became the place where so many of our most meaningful memories were made. My wife, Lindsay, and I raised our kids here. We watched them grow, take their first steps, go to school, and experience the heart of this community. Both of our daughters were born right here in Detroit, and our son started his young life's adventure in the city too. Our family expanded and thrived here, and I will forever be grateful for the support and love we received every step of the way. On the field, these 5 years have been incredible. Being named a captain was an honor and never took lightly. We went through the rebuild together, fought through the moments, and then got to experience the turnaround. The playoff runs, the excitement back in Ford Field, but most importantly, the brotherhood with my teammates. The big plays, the celebrations, the fans with the Fanzalone wigs, it's all burned into my memory. I gave everything I had to help lead this team. The business side of football doesn't always line up with exactly how we think things should go. Contracts ends, decisions are made, and sometimes paths diverge. It's bittersweet, no doubt. I leave with nothing but appreciation. Detroit will always hold a special place in our hearts. God bless, Alex Anzalone.
Huh.
It's a bummer. I mean, but that's
so
what it is.
All that says right there is like...
I don't think he wanted out.
Yeah.
I mean, again, you think of him...
I don't think he wanted out, but I think
ago.
he needed out, if that makes sense.
He came in 5 years ago when they were SOL.
He came in 5 years ago when that was when Anzalone, like, didn't even have a name. Like, he wasn't Alex Anzalone.
Nobody even cared about the Lions too much. We got our buddy Mitch Peter tuning in the chat. Said, "What's up, guys?" Hey, Mitch.
Do you know what team he was on before?
No.
Saints.
Oh, that's right. So that's a big one. So I wanted to share what the Lions defense looks like.
We probably have
No.
like 5 people.
Cornerbacks: Terrion Arnold, DJ Reed, Ennis Rakestraw. We haven't got to see him too much. So I think the Lions are holding out on him. And
That's our friend Matt's from JMC.
JMC Sports
Guys.
holding on to him. So hopefully he comes through this year. Khalil Dorsey and Nick Whiteside.
So we have I don't know how old those people are, but
Well, Arnold was drafted, 3 years ago?
I know how old he is.
DJ Reed, older.
Yeah.
Rakestraw, young. Khalil Dorsey, I don't know. Or Whiteside, don't know.
So we kind of have a new cornerback.
Be interesting to see
We
what
have a
happens
new
there.
secondary.
And then here's the safeties: Brian Branch, Kirby Joseph. And then you got Thomas Harper, Dan Jackson,
I like-
Lauren Strickland.
What was that one? I forget what those people. The dude with like the dreads. They weren't dreads, but they're like braids. You know that guy who was just diving headfirst into people?
It came in towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
don't
I like
remember.
that guy. I don't think they have him anymore.
So here's the big thing, too. They have 9 picks in the draft.
So we have like every round.
First round, pick 17. I mean, that's a pretty good pick.
We should trade it.
Second round, pick 50. Fourth round, pick
That's
118.
that's a good pick for second round.
You got 2 picks in the top 50. Pretty good. Then they got 118 in the fourth round. They've got 2 fourth rounds, 118 and 128.
We're probably gonna draft
2 fifth rounds, 155, 181.
What is it comping?
I think through trades or something. And then round 6, you got 2 picks, 187, 204, and then round 7, 223. So, I mean, they need those 17 and 50
Gotta make.
offensive line, maybe defensive back.
There's no defensive backs.
No.
There's good ones, okay? Like, can we get the censor thing out?
Get out the censor. Emery's going to say some bad words. All right.
There's like some really good defensive backs.
Okay.
It's projected that 3 Ohio State players will
They
go.
did sign Malcolm Rodriguez to a 1-year deal, by the way.
Yeah. He's
Here's a mock draft.
for the Lions.
Yeah. So this is if they trade up to pick 11, which I don't know if that's going to happen.
I don't want
Offensive
Monroe.
tackle from Georgia, Monroe Freeling.
Oh yeah, she sounds good.
And then 50 would be an edge from Penn State, Danny Dennis Sutton. I like 18, Bud Clark. Get old Bud Clark. Get him in here.
Wait,
Safety.
are they signing
TCU.
the mullet dude?
Gennings. No, they need to have Gennings up there, number 1.
Gennings will bring grit back to the
They
tree.
need more mullets. I'm just going to say it right here. The Lions need more mullets. Cody says for
First pick O tackle, second pick edge rusher.
yeah, that's what this mock draft has. So we'll see. I mean, I like that.
I wish we trade up. We trade up into the top 10.
Also, Lions re-signed cornerback Rock Yassin to a 1-year deal, $4 million.
Rock Yassin.
So they made some moves today. They have made some moves. Still rumors about Max Crosby. I don't think that's ever going to happen. But
I think 2 years ago when the Lions were good, like the 15-2 year. Max Crosby. I think anyone would have wanted to play. That was like the era. Like if we've been saying it's at the end of the era, I think the era's been over. Like the Lions, like 2 years ago.
Well, yeah, I think it ended this past season.
This is everyone. Like this past season, the era ended. Then them trading it's like the start of a new bad era. Makes sense. But like a couple years ago, everyone wanted to play in Detroit. Like people wanted to play here.
Yep.
Now people don't want to play here.
So I was going to ask you a question. Because this is your first real experience of kind of going all in on a sports team, right? You came to know all these players, know their names.
Did this happen to you with like the Red Wings when they were like stacked and paid all those studs? Yep,
very similar. So that's what I wanted to ask you. Because you've interviewed some of these guys. You've met some of them, talked to them.
And
Not like you're friends with them, but
but like, I know
cool.
like all their stats. I know a lot of stuff.
So now that this it's like a breakup in a way. Like these guys are leaving. You gotta say bye to this guy. You're saying bye to this guy, and then they're all just like everybody was here, solid team. It was fun. Now everybody's leaving. It's not the same Lions team anymore. It's now a new team. So it seems. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but like, what do you feel?
I feel like I'm a college football guy.
Why?
I don't know. I've kind of gone through this before. Because, like, Michigan. Like,
okay. So you're
like with their national championship team, like, and then they had all those guys, 23 guys or whatever, go pro. I mean, yeah,
it's weird, though, kind of, isn't it? Like, it's
not the same.
Because the team that you were rooting for the last 2-3 years, now they did have a couple guys that came and went.
If you think about it, like, the team I grew up with is, like, dumb.
Yeah, I mean, you still have some of the anchor, points, like Jared Goff. Gibbs, but, he's only been around a couple years.
Yeah. But it's like, obviously it's kind of different, but, like, when the Patriots were a dynasty,
Right.
Like, it was that team. Then Brady left. Gronk left. Edelman left, or whatever. Then their defense just all kind of dispersed.
Yeah.
And then they were terrible for, like, 10 years. 5 years. But.
Yeah, I just don't see them making... They got an offense. They got a center. They're doing some things that they needed to do. This year is going to be a little interesting because it's going to be kind of some new guys, right? So is it going to be good? I think what's going to help them is that their schedule is a little bit easier.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, like, yeah. I mean, losing Khalif obviously doesn't help anything. But, like, that also kind of puts Tesla into more of a spotlight, I guess, because Tesla was kind of like the wide receiver number, like, 4.
Yeah, he's got to be
he's a
2 or 3 this year.
Oh,
if Laporta comes back, I mean,
he's a 3 because
you got St. Brown.
J-Mo's still a 2.
J-Mo. Tesla 3.
Yeah.
Quick update, by the way, on the Pistons. Want to go ahead and read that?
They beat the Brooklyn Nets 138-100. So they won by 38 points.
Basketball. That's what you expect out of this Pistons team. to put up 138 points, win by 38 against the Nets.
Speaking of, yeah. That was like the Pistons like 2 years ago. The Nets was like the Pistons.
Oh, yeah.
When they won.
Ooh.
They lost.
Go ahead.
The Red Wings lost to the Florida Panthers 3-4.
They gave up 3 goals in the third period, and this has been kind of happening
They didn't even go into over.
a bit lately. Was it the game the other day?
We came the other day when Larkin got absolutely smoked.
They beat the Senators 5-3. Sorry, I'm way back. My phone is.
It's like in that glitch stage where will this load and
They beat the Devils. That's right, 3-0. So the Panthers beat them the other day.
What was that one
3-1.
we were watching the Predators, or no? It was the Golden Knights.
It was the Knights that they came back. It's the same thing. Wings were up 3-1 at the end of the first, and then gave up 2 goals in the third, and then lost in overtime on that power play. So Wings are kind of hanging in there.
I mean, if they keep playing like this, they might not even make the playoffs.
Yeah, only a couple more weeks to go.
Oh, speaking of hockey and stuff, I've watched most of Miracle now.
Okay. Good. It's a good movie. Good story.
I don't really know what's going on.
The Wings are actually playing Tampa Thursday night. We might have to sneak over there.
And they were playing Florida. It would have been cool to go to the Florida game and I could buy a rat and then throw it on the...
You can't be going to the Red Wings Panthers game and then rooting for the Panthers throwing rats on the ice.
But it'd just be cool. It's like throwing an octopus on the ice.
No. It's not. All right.
I'm a Panthers and a Red Wings fan.
Yeah, it's easy to be a Panthers fan.
I made a bold prediction the one year. Yep. Well, it wasn't really bold. They had won the Stanley Cup. So I said, yeah, they're going to win it again.
Yeah, that was very bold of you.
It was bold of me to pick Duke to win it all.
Yeah, how did you ever come up with that? All right, so are we done talking Lions for now? Is there any other updates or thoughts? What do you want to end it with for today? I mean, I'm sure there's going to be some more stuff happen in the next week, but...
I have to ask you a question.
Okay.
And I want a yes or no answer. Do you think we should actually get rid of Dan Campbell? Do you think that he is the issue of why all these people are leaving?
I can't give a yes or no.
Why can't you?
I'm not in the locker room.
Well, yeah, but... Well,
I mean, it's easy to hypothesize that it could be him.
Well, do you think that we should get rid of him? It doesn't matter.
Who else are you going to get? That's always the next question.
Doesn't matter what's going on in the locker room.
It's real easy to say we should get rid of Jared Goff. And then the next question is, cool. Who are you going to go get?
Here's a better question. If we got rid of Dan Campbell, would you be upset?
I think you got to see what happens this year. If they have another season this year.
Stay tuned to next week.
If they have another season this year, like they did last year, where it just seems, last season seemed very unorganized, chaotic, didn't it?
Yeah.
Again, we had Ben Johnson, we had Aaron Glenn before. Things seemed well-oiled, kind of put together. They were winning games they should win.
That was the team. That was...
Those coaches now, again, was it those coaches? You see what Ben Johnson did. So it's, let's see another season, Ben Johnson at the Bears. If he continues on the trajectory that they were on last year, maybe he was the guy and Campbell just looked good, right? And a lot of people think that. And
so basically saying Ben Johnson made Campbell look good.
Yeah. Now, again, Aaron Glenn didn't do as well the Jets, but
head coach, from being a defensive coordinator and then going up to head coaching is a whole different ball game because you're specializing in defense, and then you have to oversee the offense, and again, then you Calvin Shepard, and he had a young team, dealt with a lot of injuries.
So this past season, there was a lot to kind of sort out. So that's why I say give it another year.
Did we lose Calvin Shepard?
No, he's still. I'm saying it was his first year too. It's like a lot of changes last year. It's hard to say like that's the new bar. Now again, this coming season, easier schedule, a lot of different things happening. If the Lions don't make playoffs this year, then you got to highly consider something with Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
I mean, right? I don't know. Or is it Brad Holmes not getting the right people, making the right moves? People last few years put a lot of stock in him, but why are we losing? You know, we're not the destination team anymore. I think to your point.
It's the same thing with the Red Wings.
The Red Wings made a pretty good move last week before the trade deadline.
I forget who they got.
I forget what that guy's name is. But, you know, from what I heard, understood, that's a good move. And then they went and won, and then they lost today. So we still got the Pistons.
It's the Red Wings. It's the same old Red Wings.
Tigers aren't looking too good in spring training. We will be there live to see it in person for ourselves this Thursday.
Yeah. We'll get to see, darn it, I should have brought those cards.
Of who?
Max Clark.
He's not there.
He's not, what?
They sent him down. He's been terrible.
He's in AAA?
Pretty sure. He's been terrible. So
Who are we even going to watch?
It'll be. I mean, it'll be fun. What's his name? McConkel. McGonkel. What's his name?
I have no clue who you're talking about.
He's a big name.
McConkel?
Yeah, McConical or something. McGonagall.
Oh, their prospect?
Yeah, he's good. He's been hitting dingers.
Yeah. The prospects? I was watching a video the other day, and it's this guy. His name's like Connor something. I don't know. He's a stud. That's this card of him. It's like this out of 10 auto PSA 10. Okay, it's like his best card, pretty much. This guy has never actually played a real MLB game, and that card's worth like over $11,000.
Well, look at all the Max Clark cards that were just stupid last year. $200 some for his rookie cards.
Oh, well, he's going off in AA. Yeah. It's AA.
You didn't see the videos and stuff of him dripped out with like 5 or 6 diamond chains and then missing routine fly balls?
Yeah, I heard that he was
struggling out there. But we're going to see it for ourselves this Thursday. Did you have anything else? We're kind of rolling up on an hour.
I don't think so.
I'll just say make sure to tune in next week. We're going to try to be our normal time. We will be again at a remote location. We'll try to find somewhere cool. It'd be kind of cool to be like, I don't know, on the beach.
How are we going to be on the beach?
We'll figure it out. We got connections. We're the Sports Kid Podcast. People are going to want us there. Like, we're going to just say, like, hey, like, we're going to do a live broadcast here, and they're going to just clear tables. Start making room.
Maybe.
I don't know. But yeah, tune in next week, and then we will be doing a live pick for the March Madness bracket picks. Selection Monday. Tune in. Tuesday is St. Patrick's Day next week. So, and I believe
Luck of the Irish.
Does the Madness start Tuesday?
No.
Or is that Thursday? Okay, next Thursday. Okay. But there's a big tournament this weekend with the Big Ten tournament, so that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, okay. Never mind. Yeah. No, it's not.
I think it's next.
It's Wednesday.
Maybe next Wednesday.
Or no, it's Thursday, because it's when we get back.
Yeah. That's all. You got anything else, Emery? Or should we lock her down?
I think we covered a lot.
Yeah.
Talked about all the updates.
All the big updates with football.
And the sports.
Yeah. All right, that's it. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thanks for all the comments on the live feed.
Yes.
And make sure to like, subscribe, follow, and appreciate everybody that's listening and tuning in on the different podcast streaming platforms as well. If you could give us a review, positive review.
Yes.
5
Make sure
star.
to download the episodes.
Yeah, download and subscribe there. That would be helpful. Again, appreciate you guys. Have a blessed week, and we will see you later.
For tuning in to another Sports Kid podcast. See you next